All right. Happy hump day. My favorite day. Love training glutes. For those who are new to this kind of workout, we're going to not use a lot of equipment, but we're going to kind of non-stop work the glutes. So it's not necessarily that weight that you lift, but it's how much you can mentally dial in to, am I using my glutes or am I using my lower back? Am I using my hamstrings? What am I actually working here? So I'm going to remind you multiple times today, like you should really feel this here, really feel this in this part of the glute, that kind of thing. I also want to give a quick shout out to our coaches yesterday who helped move. This place is a zoo, absolute zoo. There's an entire gym fitting in another gym. So if I'm a little scatterbrained today, I apologize. There's just stuff everywhere. But it is my favorite day. I love training the hips, love training glutes. So we're going to go at it. So again, you're going to grab your little band. We're going to start with some Jane Fonda stuff. And let's rock and roll. So first, what you're going to do, you're going to go with the band. Whatever strength is fine. We're going to go glute bridges. You're going to get the band just above or below. I'm going to go below the knees, okay? And from here, we're going to go glute bridges, okay? We're going to go 15. Make sure you pause at the top. Watch your arch, okay? We want to make sure we don't arch. Rather, think about pushing your hips towards the ceiling instead of trying to arch your back to finish the motion. 15 here. Good. And then you don't have to do much here, but onto all fours. From here, this is a, hydrant going straight to the side with the band. Also 15. Should be a good burn here. Okay, then switch sides. Make sure to keep both arms straight. All right. Then you're going to go ahead and stand up with that band, okay, just below the knees. And you're going to go 15 on the squat. Make sure to drive your knees out, push your hips back. And 15 there. Next, take that same band, slide it all the way down to the ankles, okay? We're going to go a little abduction, so pushing straight to the side. 15 reps. If you have a balance issue, you can always hold on to a foam roller or a wall or something like that just to complete and make sure you keep constant tension. And switch sides. And good. Next, instead of repeating that circuit, I'm going to go ahead and work on one thing just a little different, okay? This is basically like a step back at a 45-degree angle and then back. So instead of out to the side, instead of straight back, push about 45 degrees backwards. This is also 15. You can still hold on to something if you want. You're going to feel both legs really work here. It's going to help if you bend this knee, the front leg, to help you stay stable. Really like this for stability. If you feel a little wobbly in your relationship between your knee and your ankle, just a little stiff, this should help. And switch sides, show you from the front. Woo. Five more. And good. All right. Good job there. We are done. That is our activation / warm-up. Good job there. Again, these workouts, I'm trying to keep these real fast, real furious, about 30 minutes in total. That way, if you do want to combine it with some sort of cardio or another workout, you can do that. Okay, now we're going to go over the lifts. I'm going to break them down separately. Then it's up to you, depending on your level of coordination, etc. You can put them all back together. So first up, we're going to go what's called a single leg deadlift. Okay, so you're going to start from the ground every time. That's a big difference. So when you come down, make sure you're all the way down on the ground, and then finish tall at the top, finishing from your hips, all the way back down. Back up. Okay, so make sure you touch each time, all right? I get the idea that you can't really see me all the way. But here we go. We're going to go 10 reps here, all the way down to the ground, touch, and back up. Go 10 reps and then switch sides. One more. And good. Switching. For a lot of people, the range of motion all the way to the bottom also gets your hamstrings, so you're going to have to bend that knee a lot. And good. I got 10 there. Up next, we're going to do what's called a curtsy lunge. Only difference, I'm going to add a little bit of a plyo to it. So instead of just, like a bowling lunge, what we're going to do is add two things here, basically a hop. So you're going to basically here, and then up, and then back. How far down you go is up to you and your balance. Not looking for speed here, looking for stability. Keep that knee above that ankle. I just did 2. I'm going to go 10 more on each side. So here. Show you from the side. 7. There we go. One more. And good. Now, just a reminder, should have felt that in your hips. One of the reasons people tend to feel things in their lower back is because they're trying to lift up or stand up taller with their lower back. So we're always going to try to avoid that. Anyways, next, we're going to come down to the ground. Catch your breath a little bit. We're going to do what's called the sideline abduction, okay? So I'm going to be perfectly straight here, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders. I'm going to have my arm here. You don't have to be down. You can be here if you'd like with your hand behind your head. From here, I'm going to point my top toe down to the ground and lead with my top heel. Okay, so I'm coming straight up, right back down. The biggest thing I'm thinking about is leading with the heel. The problem with not leading with the heel is that you're not really going to use the muscles that we want, and instead you're going to do the rotation. We don't want that. You're going to go 15. Whew. It burns. 15, and then we're going to switch sides. I'll show you this way. So from the side, lead with the heel. Should feel it in your middle to upper middle butt. If there is such a thing, you're going to feel it right now. Woo. All right. Now, those are our 3. So, rules here. Now we're going to go back and do the single leg deadlifts. But I'm going to give you 2 options where you can kind of diverge. Number 1, if you're at home and you're like, well, I don't have any weights, Kev, or my weight's not heavy enough, whatever, then what you're going to do then is a single leg deadlift. So come straight down, right into a curtsy lunge. So now we're just getting a lot more tension on that hip. I would go 10 and then 10. Because you guys have your videos off, I can't see that. I can't see what you're doing, which is fine. But, so I'm just trusting that you're going to go. If you're just body weight, that's what you're going to do. You're going to go 10 single leg deadlifts and then 10 with the curtsy, okay? Jump into those right now. Now, if you have the kettlebell, what you're going to do is you're going to be with the kettlebell. You can also, if you're not a fan of jumping, get into the curtsy lunge, okay, with your kettlebell or your dumbbell. So here we go. Let's get 10 on each side. Excellent. Good job there. On your curtsy lunge, you do want to drop the hips just a little bit. So not too much. We don't want to use too much of the quads, but we do want you to drop. Okay, so make sure you're dropping down. That's good, Amanda. Yep. You should almost feel like you're giving somebody a hip check. If you've ever done that, like maybe you played hockey, maybe you didn't like somebody that was standing next to you and you wanted them further away from you, something like that. Okay, and then once you're done with your curtsy lunges, we're going to be back down for our side lying abduction. Okay, so laying right on your side, and you're going to lead with your heel. The most important part, lead with your heel. A lot of people forget that. Good. Yep, those look good. Toes should be pointing to the ground of the top leg. Point it straight down. Yep, good. The other thing you can do is take the top hand, put it on your hip to make sure you're not arching through your pelvis and just moving from your hip. Sometimes that's a good reminder throughout that 15 reps what you're going to feel. Okay? And then switch sides. I'm going to give Instagram a sneak preview of what they're missing. What's up, Instagram? You're missing a great glute workout. Just remember, Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock, the workouts change every day. We posted it the other day, so make sure you save it and get it on Zoom. I'm going to give you that sneak preview. Here we go. All right, now we should be done with those abductions. Okay, we're going to start back at the top. Again, if you have a heavy enough kettlebell, bang out those deadlifts. The biggest thing about the deadlifts, if you feel like your balance is off, try with both hands. When you come down, you're going to go right in front of that toe. Let that kettlebell touch the ground, and then back up. All the way down, touch, and back up. Okay, let's try that 10. Make sure the kettlebell is dead on the ground without annoying your neighbor downstairs. Last one. And then switch sides. Take your time. Make sure there's a big difference here between the single leg RDL and your curtsy lunge. They are similar, but they are definitely different. Okay, I think I like the cross under lunge jumps out of those two, so I'm going to do those. Okay, so again, the cross under lunge jump, a little bit of agility / balance. You're going to kind of hop to that under, almost like a skater stride. All right, just really trying to sit into those hips. The lower you go, the more glutes you're exposing to that work. I want this to be less about cardio in terms of like fast and more about sit into those hips, hold. Sit into those hips, hold, right? Good. A couple more. And last one. All right. Woo. That was getting me. Okay. And then back for your last set of the side lying abduction. Laying right on your side. 15. Lead with your heel, and then switch sides. Woo. All right, good work, good work. All right, that's circuit number one. Now, you got to be honest, the glutes should be, mine definitely are awake, so I'm definitely feeling like I got a little glute pump going. Now is where you're going to have to depart from the normal exercises that you do and the form that you do and really adopt this style. So what I mean by that specifically, we're going to do a forward lunge. Most people feel this in their quads. I'm going to ask you to try to dial in and see how we can get this in your glutes. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. With your forward lunge, I want you to stride farther than you think you should, almost called a super stride, and lean forward so your chest is on your knee, and then push back. Okay, so down. Okay, try 10 of those. Really lean forward, and I'm going to show you from the front too. Three more. Last one. And good job. Switching sides. Big forward lean here. Last one. Woo. All right. Now, let you catch your breath a little bit. In addition, I'll catch my breath. But with this, I'm going to show you, this is core and glutes. Okay, so what you're going to do is, this is a regular plank. However, you're going to drive your knee outside, and you're going to try to keep your other hip still. What I mean by that is this. Here, in a push-up position, drive your knee outside, hold, and then stay down with the other hip. Try 10, and then switch sides. Go ahead. So this ties in core. Okay. And glutes. And 10. Woo. Got me there. All right. Love that one. Love that one. Love that one. Next, if depending on the band that you have, we're going to go either this option. Okay. Band back below the knees. All right. I still like my glute bridges in the workout in variations. If you have this version, ow. What you're going to do, okay, is you're going to come up, hold that position, and then bring your knee up, and then switch. Okay, so now we're working on stability while you're in this position. And side note, this should be above the knee. I lied. Above the knee. Okay, and you're going to go 10 on each side, making sure your hips are up. That's super important. Make sure your hips are up. Keep them up, and then switch. Don't bring them too high. Control here. Problem with too high is then people, they drop, they get all over the place, they get too sloppy. Push down in the ground on the opposite side hard to make sure you're not tilting too much side to side. One more each. And good. All right. So that's it. That's our 3. Okay. So I'm probably going to give you a different second version. All right. But for the forward plank, but that's our start. Okay. So here we go. You're going to go 10 reps, all right, of your big, big super stride lunge. Okay, so take your time. Big stride. You should feel like it's almost too far. Those look good. Yep. Very good, Amanda. Good job. Why? They should be hard. The more that you lean into it, the better it's going to feel. Yeah, these look good.